Now, before I get into this report, I want to give a disclaimer. This report includes mentions of physical and sexual violence. I normally don't speak on too many hot topics, but I obviously have to give you guys the updates on one of the most high-profile trials of the last decade. Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock, I'm gonna give a quick roundup about what's going on with Sean P. Diddy Combs. Diddy is currently on trial and facing charges of federal racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation to engage in prostitution. The 55-year-old entertainer has denied all of the charges, but if he is found guilty, he could spend the rest of his life in prison. In the current indictment, which was released in April, the government alleges that over the course of 20 years, between 2004 and 2024, Diddy sexually trafficked 3 women, controlled them via physical and emotional abuse, paid them and others to keep quiet, and supplied alleged victims with a host of drugs to keep them compliant. Now, a lot of people are saying, why is the government charging Diddy with racketeering? Well, prosecutors arguing Diddy's case allege that he used his business empire to fuel and conceal his criminal activities, and that he used his money, power, influence, and employees to criminal ends. As we already know, one of the major witnesses for the prosecution is Diddy's ex-girlfriend, singer and model Cassandra Cassie Ventura. And while there is no official word on who else will take the stand, I'll be sure confirm that he has been subpoenaed and that he is ready to testify in court. I'll be sure is Quincy Brown's biological father, but was raised by Diddy after he began dating Quincy's mother, model Kim Porter. As of now, the court is expecting the full trial to last somewhere between 8 and 10 weeks. So we are currently on day 4 of the trial, but I wanted to touch on what has been revealed during the last 3 days for those who might not be up to date. Israel Flores, a security guard, took to the stand and testified that he witnessed Cassie injured and scared after the leaked 2016 hotel incident. He claimed Diddy attempted to bribe him with cash to keep quiet, but he refused. And obviously the major part of the last 3 days is that Cassie, who is currently 8 months pregnant, took to the stand and recounted how she endured over a decade of physical and emotional abuse during her relationship with Diddy. She described being pressured into drug-fueled sex parties, which we now know as freak-offs, where she was forced into sexual acts with male escorts while Diddy watched and directed and pleasured himself. Cassie alleged that these encounters were often filmed for potential blackmail. The jury was shown a 15-minute unedited surveillance video from a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 showing Combs violently assaulting Cassie. The footage showed Diddy running down a hallway with a towel around his waist, chasing, kicking, and dragging Cassie and throwing objects at her. A lot of us saw the edited version that was released earlier this year, but the entire 15-minute video is now available for the world to see online, and we found out through Cassie's testimony that she was actually attempting to leave a freak-off that was currently taking place at the time of that video. Cassie also testified that Diddy insisted on having large amounts of heated baby oil and lubricants during the freak-off events to ensure participants were glistening. She even detailed one incident involving a blow-up pool filled with oil and lubricant at a hotel. Another shocking revelation revealed by Cassie was that Diddy forced her to call him by the nickname Pop Pop throughout their relationship, which was the same nickname she used for her grandfather. Cassie testified that Diddy used threats, violence, and blackmail to maintain control over her. She revealed instances where he threatened to release explicit videos of her and others, and even claimed he would harm rapper Kid Cudi after discovering their relationship. One of the threats allegedly involved Diddy stating he would blow up Cuddy's car. Cassie detailed episodes of physical abuse, including a 2013 assault that required medical attention. She also described an incident where Diddy publicly humiliated her by playing explicit videos during a flight. She described many other incidents, such as hiding under a toilet as Diddy kicked her, leaving her in such bad shape that one of his male employees cried after seeing her. Another time, Diddy threw her into a bed frame and she suffered a gash over her eye that required stitches, while another beating left her bloodied and vomiting. The jury was shown photographs showing injuries Cassie sustained, such as a black eye and swollen lip, following a 2016 hotel incident. Cassie testified that in 2018, while she was dating her now husband, Diddy came to her house, raped her, and left her on the living room floor. Cassie also revealed that she had considered taking her own life just 2 years ago, but her husband stopped her and she went to therapy. The frequent and extreme nature of the sexual activities led to reoccurring urinary tract infections and mouth sores. Cassie testified that the abuse left her emotionally drained and physically injured. She felt trapped and was worried that Diddy would put her career in jeopardy by releasing the intimate videos. In her own words, she said, "I just feared for my career. I feared for my family. It's just embarrassing. And it's horrible and disgusting. No one should do that to anyone." Cassie also revealed that several of Diddy's employees witnessed him abusing her over the years, and at least one assistant told her that he quit because of the way Diddy had treated her. And lastly, she confirmed that Diddy did pay her $20 million to settle a civil lawsuit back in 2023, but that despite the settlement, she chose to testify to confront the truth and end her silence. Yeah, I know. That's a lot to take in. It's a lot for me to take in. It was a lot for me to write the key points out. And, you know, that's the shocking part too, that this is just key points of her testimony. So imagine everything else that was said. Imagine having to sit up there and relive these moments and all of it become public for the world to hear and judge. And the fact that this is only day 4 tells me that this is only the tip of the iceberg. I can't even imagine what else we'll be finding out. And honestly, I do feel the fact that Cassie was called to take the stand so early in the trial, it means the prosecution probably has bigger information on their hands, and they haven't even revealed the smoking gun yet. I mean, I can't even imagine how disgusting of a human being you have to be. Well, obviously I can't imagine how disgusting of a human being you have to be, but I can't imagine what makes you do something like that. Do these kind of things to someone you allegedly love and care for. And I feel so sorry for his kids. I feel sorry for his family. And anyone else who thought he was a great man and who thought he was innocent of any wrongdoings. And of course, I know this is all quote unquote alleged, but yeah, I personally believe it. That's my opinion. But as always, I want to keep the conversation going and I want to know your opinion. I want you to share your thoughts. So drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. And listen, buckle up because we have a lot more coming.